Audrey Weidman, and first of all, I wanted to thank you so much for all the love I'm feeling from everybody with their kind words, and I'm literally just feeling the love and just a lot of gratitude for things that everyone has said and the compassion that I'm feeling from you. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about the power of prayer. So after I had finished all my testing and everything at the hospital, we had settled down. It was, early evening, I guess. I was in my hospital room, and my husband said, we really got to tell the girls, and which he did. And I also told him not to tell my mom because she wouldn't sleep all night. That much I knew already. But I told him to please call the pastor at our church. His name is Don Jones, and he was my friend before he became my pastor. He really sort of attracted me to the church. But our church has a wonderful prayer network in it that anybody can participate in. Thank goodness for all those wonderful people at my church that pray on the behalf of other people. And you may not believe in the power of prayer, but I wanted to give you an example of how I've seen prayer work in my own life and for somebody who I was praying for, and that was my sister. My sister met her husband because of the power of prayer. And at the time, she was divorced and unhappy and lonely, and I really wanted her to be married and have a family and all that. And at the same time, a friend of mine, Anne, had a brother who was leaving the priesthood. My sister is pretty religious, Roman Catholic, and I thought, how perfect, because I loved my friend Anne, and I figured her brother would be, apple from the same tree. And I wanted to I just kind of was thinking about it. So I went to bed and I had the strangest, most vibrant dream. And the dream was that my sister and her brother were getting married. And I just had such a strong need to introduce the two of them. I went over to her house and I said, we have to introduce my sister and your brother to one another because I had this dream. And anybody who knows me knows that I don't have dreams like that. I'm not like prophetic or whatever. But in that case, I had such a strong insistence that I introduced the two of them. And so finally, after what seemed like kind of a lot of delaying on both my sister and Chris's part, they actually did get together. We met at a restaurant, all of us, our family and him. But when he first saw my sister in the parking lot of the restaurant, he said, that's the woman I'm going to marry. And 3 weeks after that time, that introduction, they became engaged. And I'll tell you, it was me praying for them. It was Ingrid and Chris praying for their own happiness. It was my mom and a lot of friends praying for their happiness and that they would find life partners. And I never have dreams like that where I am compelled to introduce someone because of that. And I've not had one since. I'm not like the matchmaker or the Yenta of my little town. But that is power of prayer in action. So what I want to say is don't underestimate it. And when you do pray, I know like a lot of times, depending upon how religious you are or not, you might just kind of think, oh, I'll think of that person. But if you pray really, really from your heart and know that you are like you truly want it, I think God will hear you. And I just have to say thank you so much to all the people who are praying for me. Um, and I will pray for you. And I hope that my whole goal in all of this is to shake you up a little bit and get you uncomfortable so that you'll get your blood work done. You'll start doing things, making better choices about what you do, because heart attacks do happen even to the best of us. So that is my little point of advice for today. Thanks so much.